It is indeed a great pleasure to welcome you all to this august function. Globe Petroleum has emerged as one of the top brand fuel garages in the country and has 57 fuel garage stations dotted nationwide. And as Zimbabwe Miners Federation, it is a great honor to be associated with such a big fuel house. It is with great honor and privilege that I give my remarks at the launch of ZMF Medbank Alliance and Globe Petroleum Artisanal and Small-Scale Miners Fuel Facility. I wish to commend Medbank for initiating this relationship. You are aware that the artisanal and small-scale miners have contributed tremendously to the country's GDP, and we have quite significantly contributed to the fiscus, thus remitting 60% of the total gold output at Fidelity Printers and Refiners, despite the erratic fuel supplies from the period October 2018 to date. This relationship and marriage has been done to scale up our fuel supplies to artisanal miners nationwide, and will see the miners have more time to their mining operations than queuing for fuel. Globe Petroleum is actually emerged as one of the top brand fuel suppliers in this country, and I have no doubt that they have a full potential to deliver fuel to our sector. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you very much for being part of this momentous occasion. Thank you.
As Globe Petroleum, we are very happy to be involved in this wonderful project. We want to, first of all, explain a little bit of who we are so that people will know us. Globe Petroleum is a fully fledged indigenous fuel company in Zimbabwe, owned by the three Chinara brothers. At the moment, we are now the largest indigenous fuel company in Zimbabwe, running about 58 service stations countrywide. We've got an office, a regional office in Masvingo, in Mutare, in Bulawayo, in the Midlands, and 2 in Harare. Our sites in relationship with the mining areas of Zimbabwe. We are in Chimanimani. We are the only service station in Chimanimani. We are in Harare. We've got service stations in Harare. We are in Gwanda. We are in Bulawayo. We are in Kwaekwe. We are in Sanyat. We are in Shurugwi. We have got a facility with a Shavane service station. We are in Masvingo. We are in Wange. We are in Mtawatawa. Gokwe Senda, Gokwe Nembuzia, Mvurwi, Magunje. You are making Zimbabwe tick by 1, being productive, by 2, being the most producer of the foreign current earner which Zimbabwe is needing. We will make sure that we get to our motherboard, which is ZERA, to say, in areas that are prescribed, our service stations are going to leave or to reserve so much amounts of fuel, so that the miners, when they come, they must not wait for another week for a delivery to come. One who wants their 10 liters, their 20 liters, they must get it then and then. We don't want the miner not to operate for the next 5-6 days because the country is losing revenue and the miner is losing revenue. Remember, any business that can thrives better when the turnover is continuous and non-stop. So we will make sure that as you pay, we deliver. And those who are going to pay for the small quantities and get them from our stations, we are also going to make sure that we make follow-up workshops with you that will teach you about fuel consumption, fuel usage, the dangers of fuel, and how we can fuel storage, so that we don't have accidents coming up from fuel. The price that we are going to give today, or that we have discussed about, is not a permanent price. It can go up when the international price is going up. It can go down when the international price is going down. It can also do the same, go up or go down because of government decrees. When you have paid, the price is going to remain the same because the price that we have set is a liter-based price and not a value-based price. We are going to use the liter-based value so that planning on your part as business persons is also easy to manage your affairs. I thank you. I salute you.
As your representatives for the small-scale and artisanal miners, we felt that we had to come up with a deal that would benefit the miner out there in the bush. And as ZMF, we had to push GLOW to figures that they felt would also leave us with the need to be still want to be associated with them as a company. And as such, up to the last point of delivery in Zimbabwe, be it in Poens, where we have C2C as the chairman, be it in Victoria Falls, be it in Gwanda, where we have the Philmons and the Darlingtons, be it in Mapisa, where we have Mr. Mshunje, be it in Mashava, be it in Shamva, wherever you might want the fuel delivered, the last prize, we are getting fuel as ZMF per liter, landed at all those places is $1. Make sure all your miners within the areas that you live and work get a good deal out of their hard-earned foreign currency for the fuel. As ZMF, we are privileged to have the likes of GLOW, Petroleum, and Medbank as our partners because they always do the impossible. And as your leadership, will always thrive to make sure you always get the best out of our representation. And this is one of them. I thank you.
It is such an honor and a privilege always to be amongst miners, because it's you who are making the country tick, and we never take it for granted as your financial advisors. Our commitment is always to align with your strategy. The condition is that you've got to be a ZMF member so that you enjoy this beautiful discounted, heavily discounted price. So you will open a Nostro account with Medbank, and then you get a card, because when you get to the service station, the only way they will identify you as a correct beneficiary of this facility is for you to produce this card, which will bear your name. We always emboss it with your name, which should match your national ID card. So this is how you're going to be drawing down fuel, or how you're going to be identified at the fuel station. We are going to prepay So we project how many liters I need per week, how many liters I need per month, and then pay for it. Then on drawing down, you can then liaise with the GLOW staff on how you are going to draw down. They will explain the system of drawing down the fuel. When you get a quotation, because the first point is for you to go to any of the 58 stations, get your quotation, and then you come to the bank or to the nearest Met Bank, which is closer to you, or GLOW Petroleum, because we've given them agent status to be able to do transactions for us. So you go and deposit your money, or if you have a Nostro, you can use that Nostro account to deposit your US dollars. Then you make a transfer to the ZMF collections account. And as your bank, we've already we've put in place automated processes to make sure that when the money hits the ZMF collections account, the GLOW gets their money, and then everything is starting to happen. So the minute GLOW sees your name on their statement that you have paid, they will give you an indication. You get a release note to go and pick up your fuel. There are forms which we have designed so that together with ZMF, we can have an idea of where you stay, your preferred collection depot, and how many liters you require per month, per week, and so on, and your estimate date of drawdown, so that we can prepare, because remember, this is a prepaid. So to make sure that GLOW does not cause any hiccup, we have to be as organized as possible by making these advance payments. Then they will know where to put in more fuel, where to do all their logistics. Thank you.
We can categorize what we call a 10,000 liters is our bulk consignment from any of our service stations dotted around the country, or from the uploading depots, which is Masasa and Feruka, which are on the pipeline. So when you are in, say Shurugwi, you are at Chachacha. From our service station, which is at Shurugwi, in Shurugwi town, when you want 10,000 and you're at Chachacha, our truck can still get there and you are still paying $1 without any more charge. So we are saying from Shurugwi, we can do about 0 to 50 kilometers to where your mine is if the road is accessible for big trucks. Anything that is more than 50 radius of 50 kilometers from our sites or the loading depot, we need you to buy 20,000 liters or more for us to get to you at that dollar, for example. So that's category number 1, which is bulk consignment, 10,000 liters and above for 50 radius, 0 to 50 kilometers and above, or for a radius of 20 kilometers from our sites, we can do 5,000. Then small quantities drawdown. These ones will be doing what is called an account drawdown at any GLOW Petroleum facility and any other agents that we have given a mandate to give you fuel where we are not readily present. Don't send people to withdraw fuel from your account when you have not gone to our people first. The principal must go to our service station, get there, show them what you call your specimen signature and a voucher. Our people are going to teach you how to create a voucher, or we are going to give you those vouchers. And from those vouchers, which are the withdrawal vouchers, we will need you then to have a specimen signature that is mandated. So let us do things that make our nation grow. When you come to buy from me with cash, because a lot of you guys have got cash, mention that you are from ZMF to my guys at the selling point, so that ZMF as an organization, there's something that you are getting from this deal. I want you to still get it, because I make my money not from the profits of my business, but from the relationships that I create in business. Let us not be selfish. Let us be selfless and help our businesses and our country to grow. We want us to grow and grow bigger and better. Thank you.
Pictures as they shake hands. Yeah. So, right. Please make sure that the photographers have already taken properly those. Can you clap hands for them?